So after that, you need to pay a visa fee of 99 euros or that equivalent in Hong Kong dollars to the embassy. So you need to pay. So money, money, money. PACS is almost like a marriage, so it's sort of a lower commitment form of marriage. Number one, passport. I actually forgot to bring my passport to the appointment. Yeah, anyway, the whole process of PACS is actually kind of chill. Before even coming to France, like I have prepared myself for possibly getting racist on. Hi, I'm Cherry, I'm 24 years old, I'm living in France right now, but I am originally from Hong Kong. So this video is gonna cover how I got here visa-wise, what sort of visa I'm on right now, what visa am I getting, what is the process of getting all of that in Hong Kong. I cannot say for other countries because I'm not from other countries, but this is my experience from getting a visa. I hope to help you guys along with this process if anyone is on the same road, same path as me, living in a new country. This move has been a huge move for me in terms of my personal growth, in terms of exploring life. After hitting the 1-year mark, I think I've reached like part 1 of this new life that I built. I'm actually getting deported in September. Don't worry, I'm coming back. I just need to go home and get my visa renewed. This is where I put my mic. That's why I'm holding her, him. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. What should I name? Him, her, they, them. Yeah. So to begin with, I am here in France for a 1-year working holiday visa. What that means is that I have the right to work, take short-term employments. So this visa applies to anyone between the ages of 18 and 30, and it depends on where you're from. So some of the agreements that the French government have made with other countries to basically attract more young people to explore different countries. Hong Kong has done a lot of these working holiday visas with other countries such as Australia, New Zealand, France obviously, a lot of countries in Europe as well. So it's just sort of like an exchange of people where they can visit and travel and work a little bit while they're there. I knew that I came here to work with my boyfriend because he's also a videographer. So we are doing documentaries together, we film together, and I'm using this 1 year to learn how to do videography, photography, all that. Here is what we need for working holiday visa in Hong Kong. Number one, passport. I actually forgot to bring my passport to the appointment. Yeah, anyway. Basically, you need to have an appointment on the French embassy and then you have to go into Admiralty. So you need a copy of your passport as well, your ID card and a copy of your ID card. Also, you need to have 3 months of bank statement. It's a proof that you have 25,000 euros in your bank so that you can sustain yourself for a period of time. A doctor's letter saying that you're physically fit. Also, you need to download the form from the French government website for a long stay visa application form. So basically just fill out details about it. Appointment receipt. So you need to have the appointment printed out, like you will need to provide it to the officials at the embassy to help you go through the process. An ID photo with a white background, so you can also take your photos there at the embassy. They have a little filming booth that's around like 60 Hong Kong dollars. You need to either have your return ticket or a statement of intent, which is a statement saying that I will reserve the funds to come back to Hong Kong because they're worried that you're gonna, illegally stay in France forever. I can give you guys my template of what I wrote. I basically just ChatGPT'd everything. Insurance. So you need to get an insurance that covers death, like normal events in France. That is around 3,500 Hong Kong dollars for me. I got it through a friend of my mother's and he works in insurance. So if you guys want contact of him, please let me know. This is one of the most annoying piece of paper that you need to get. It's the certificate of non-criminal record. In the appointment to the embassy, they will give you a paper saying that, oh, you now need to go to the police force and give them this paper. That usually takes 3 to 4 weeks. I got mine in 2.5 weeks, a bit fast because I keep calling and I was annoying. So for that you need to pay as well. I forgot the amount, I will put it here. But yeah, basically that takes quite a long time. That's the longest part of the process. Like booking an appointment is kind of easy. They have a lot of available spots. So after that, you need to pay a visa fee of 99 euros or that equivalent in Hong Kong dollars to the embassy for processing all of this. So you need to pay. So money, money, money. I would definitely recommend going there early than you need to avoid the mistakes that I've made. Basically, you need to at least have 1 month in Hong Kong where you cannot travel, where you cannot go anywhere. Regarding the visa that I'm gonna get in the future, so I don't know if you guys seen on Instagram and stuff, I've proposed to my boyfriend for a PACS. After that, you can get a family visa to come to France. I haven't done the part where I actually get the visa yet, but I will talk a little bit about how to get PACS. PACS is almost like a marriage. It states that you will be living with your partner. There are a few different options. You can choose to share expenses. You can choose to share taxes. We didn't sign that. We just wanted to be PACSed. So it's sort of a lower commitment form of marriage, I guess. So I got mine done in the mayor, in the Puy-en-Velay, because that's where I live. They are not like a prefecture that is very busy. It's easier to have things done with them. So basically you will need 5 different documents. So first of all, you'll need to sign a form on the French government. There is 2 documents that you will need from Hong Kong. One of them is your birth certificate issued within 3 months, a certificate proving that you haven't been married in Hong Kong, also issued within 3 months. I ordered them in Hong Kong. I can do that online, but I have my parents bring it over, or you can pay I think 70 euros or something to have it sent over to France. One of the things that I didn't know I needed before, and I went into the mayor's office completely confused, is actually a document stating that you haven't been PACSed in France. So this document, you will need it from Nantes. When I applied for it, I didn't know that there was an internet portal where you can apply it online and it comes kind of fast. What I did was I sent it in a mail and it took forever to come. The one I applied on the internet actually came like 5 days later, and then I got PACSed after that, and then the one that I applied through the mail came after I got PACSed. So don't use the mail service, it's taking too long. Proof of address in France, they didn't really actually look at it, but I brought in like a bank statement or something like that, so it's not, I don't know if they need it. This is also another very annoying paper that you need to get, which is the certificate of custom, which in Hong Kong they actually don't issue that. What I needed to do was that I sent an email to the Hong Kong embassy asking if they can help me with that, and they say they can't help me with that, and that I just screenshotted the whole email and sent it to the mayor, and they were like, okay, fine. Yeah, so this is the last piece of the puzzle that I needed for getting PACSed. After all the documents were okay, we waited 2 weeks for the mayor to get back to us on the date that we want to get PACSed. So we actually got a call from them, and then we are getting PACSed on the 1st of July. The whole process of PACS is actually kind of chill, and the mayor was super nice. She said that was her first time doing a interracial PACS. They wanted to do it seriously. So basically what we did was we walked into the mayor's office, say, hey, we're here to get PACSed, and the mayor took us to another room. I actually needed a translator because I don't speak French that well, so I actually had Clem's brother to be my translator. They could possibly provide you with an official translator, but because of my prefecture that I was in, they didn't have official translators, and basically they just read through everything and make sure that I understand, and we didn't even have to sign anything. And after that, they were super nice to have given us this little PACS thing. They also gave us some papers proving that we are PACSed, and that is going to be very important for moving on with my visa. If you guys want to see my proposal video, that's also linked. I put a lot of effort into making it, so if you guys want to see that, that would be really nice. A lot of people have been asking me, what's your goal? Are you trying to become a French national? Yes, but also could be no, like it depends on how it works out with me and Clem. So basically within 5 years of staying in France, I can apply for a French nationality. I know that I will never truly be French, like in terms of culture, because I was raised different. With that being a segue into racism and culture in France, just a little bit of context. I live in a very non-expat, immigrant-friendly place. It's like sort of like countryside of France. So there's not a lot of, it's not like Paris at all. You don't really see a lot of immigrant, expat, international people in this region. Like there's not a lot of tourists either. One time I was walking down the road, a bunch of kids were shouting at me, saying, "Oh, un chinoise," but I don't feel offended by it, so I just walked away because I really needed to use the bathroom at that moment. I try to stay in my own lane. Before even coming to France, like I have prepared myself for possibly getting racist on. I understand that people might not be as educated, or they just haven't seen something like that and they're just curious. I try to be benevolent towards people. Maybe they just don't know. Maybe they just want to get to know me and they don't know how to, and they just picked on something that is different, right? So far with all our friends, Clem's friends, French people, they're very nice to me. They want to try to get to know my culture. I'm not trying to have it affect me as well, because I expected it to happen. And honestly, yes, I am a different race than you. I don't really do this kind of videos where I just speak to the camera. It's kind of weird for me, to be honest. If you guys have more questions about living in France, more about how I live my life, I'll be doing a sort of a day in my life kind of video in here. See you. Bye.